Hello everyone, I'm Matthew Wilson and SamuraiHex, and welcome back to another episode of Rampaging Rams, FM22 beta with Derby County. Now, I cannot think of an intro, one of those funny intros you've been watching the past few videos, so I'm just going to skip it today. This is the intro, that's that. But if you have been enjoying this, please by all means give it a like, it does help the channel out. Currently on... I'm recording this and only one episode's come out of FM22, and that's the first episode, of course, and it's already got 100 views and like 9 likes or 10 likes or something like that, I forgot. But that is amazing, so if you can view it, like it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you're always reminded when my videos are uploaded, that'll be great. Also in the description is a link to my Discord page, where a Discord link to a Discord server where you can come join and say hi to me and my friends, play some games, chat, talking about football or whatever. And there's also in the description as well link to my new YouTube channel. It's no videos out just yet. Hoping to do them when the whole beta craze has died down a bit for this game. And that'll be funny moments, let's plays videos, those sort of things. The stuff that was on this channel until I decided to make it just focused on FM and sports. There's also a link to my Twitter and my Twitch. Though I'm not currently streaming at all, but when I do start streaming, it'll probably be on YouTube on those two channels. On this channel and my other channel, but then, because it's easy to get an audience on YouTube through streaming. And then if I ever get about popular-ish, I'll probably go on to Twitch. But yeah, games. Let's see. So we were last here for the game against Birmingham and Nottingham and Birmingham, which we both lost. We then changed the tactic, and the tactic isn't the one I was talking about, which was this one. It's actually this one with wide centre backs. Yes, I've fallen into the dark side and using wide centre backs like everyone else seems to be using. At least from the FM videos I've watched, everyone seems to be using them at least in a 3 at the back. It's a bit different than what people are using, because instead of it focusing through the middle, I also have wingers. So yeah. Played Southampton. This was the first time we used that tactic. It was a 1-0 loss, so I thought, okay, it's a loss, sure, but it's against Southampton, and I'll take that. And this is a really good result, only losing by 1-0. So we then kept with the tactic and played Hull 1-4-0. Played Middlesbrough 1-4-2. We then unfortunately lost against Huddersfield, which I think was just a blip in a way. We then played Peterborough. Could have done better, but it was a draw. I'll take it. Even though it was at home, I would probably have taken a win. But a draw, I'd still take it. Better than a loss, at least. Always is, though. We then played Millwall 1-4-0. Luton 1-2-1. We then played Barnsley and Bournemouth and drew them 1-1 and 0-0. And then we've just recently played Blackburn and lost 6-3. And we've got some transfers that have happened. So, some transfers. Let's start with the outs. So, Raoul Morrison was sold to Cardiff for £200,000. He came with us on a free, scored no goals, it was 1 assist all throughout his career with us. And I was getting unhappy with him because of his training ethic. It was just so poor, really, really bad. So we've sold him to Cardiff for 200k. Goodbye, never to be seen again. We then also loaned out Connor Dixon, just a youngster. He's gone to Gloucester City. Reece Brailsford's gone to Spennymoor. And we've also loaned Al-Amidi Ibrahim to Torquay, and Malcolm Abioway, I don't know, to Dartford. So they've all gone on loan and been sold and all that stuff. And then the signings. So you were last here with the Sean Maguire signing. We've since signed on deadline day 2 loanees because of the Revel Morrison sale. I was able to renew a few contracts, and I also had just enough money to bring in 2 loanees on cheap. So the first is Josh Coburn. He's on loan from Middlesbrough. He's already scored 2 goals in 5 games. He's a striker, and hopefully he can do well with us. And the next is Malaki Fagan Walcott, who's a centre back, and just look at those. 8 games, 1 player of the match, 7.35 average rating. He's so good. I'm really glad I managed to get him on quite a cheap contract. I'm only paying $300 per week for him, and his contract is 1,000, so I'm really happy. I might even sign him on a free if his contract's not renewed by Tottenham. That's how good he has been. So yeah, we've also got another player coming in, Ashley Richards. Now this is the director of football who decided to sign him. All the other signings for us have been my hand, but this is the only one that the director of football has signed. The director of football and head of youth development have been trying to sign other players, but they've been like potential ability of 2.5 star and 1.5 star current ability. I'm like, no, they're not good enough. Reject. But then Ashley Richards, you might remember was Cardiff until he went to Haverford West. I don't know why he went there, personally. It seems a bad choice move from going to Cardiff in the Championship to the Kimry Premier a year later and playing for them. But he's coming and joining Derby on a free. I can't see if... Can I see the contract? Not sure if I can see the contract. He's on about £1,000. It's not bad. It did take up a lot of the wage because of it. So we're currently spending $2,700 out of $2,700, or just a few £100 over the wage budget. And that is why we couldn't sign anyone else on a loan deal, unfortunately. But yeah, and the game against Coventry are having a really poor game compared to what they're doing in real life. And it's funny because I literally just was seeing what Derby were doing against Coventry in real life when Coventry were playing at home. And we somehow got a draw, even though we should have been a win, because apparently it was a soft penalty. So typical Coventry diving. No offence to Coventry fans, but it's twice now. If it is a dive or if it's a soft penalty, it's twice now that one of your players has got a penalty for the listless of things. Because I remember that someone got a penalty for Coventry the other week and ended up getting banned for a few games because of it, because of the diving commissioner or whatever you call them. Looked at it and thought, yeah, the referee made a mistake, he dived, let's get him banned for cheating. But yeah, the game against Coventry, the team going in for this game is Kelly Roos, Bielek, Fagan Walcott, Solomon, who's a youngster, centre back. He's not playing many times for us, but he's been quite decent, so he's playing in the team. Bestselling is right winger. Buchanan, he has hardly played all this season, but then he has been injured quite a lot of the time, so he's coming to the side of the left wing back. Jason Knight, another youngster, Louis Watson, who's played quite a lot for us and been quite good recently. They're the centre mids. Jacobs and Lawrence are the wingers, and Sean Maguire's a striker. Now, Kazim Richards is leaving on a free. Unfortunately, you could say, because he's quite a nice player, nice guy in real life. He played 11 times for us, 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 player of the match, 6.71. His contract was running out, and I randomly got a message saying he was seeing his looking at his options. It didn't let me renew it after he did that. It's the same with Tom Lawrence. I want to renew his contract, but it says he's seen his options and he's not wanting to renew until a bit later on or something. I don't know if that's new. I'm not sure. I don't think I saw it last year. But then normally I sign all my players dead early on to contracts, like halfway through the season, around about January time. But yeah, Colin McCaslin, which probably wasn't good in him, but yeah, he's gone and joining Club Leon in the Mexican League, Liga MX, so he'll be leaving at the end of the season. And then you've also got Tom Lawrence, who it says here, exploring options. So if I go to offer a new contract, he says he's currently exploring his options for the future. Now the problem is, I've been trying to get his contract, get another year on his contract, or another 2 years or 3 or whatever. But for whatever reason, he's putting it. The agent Matthew Jones, who's a right loser, might I add, because he's doing a reasonable playing time, a reasonable contract promises, apart from the one thing where it's in red and you can't change it. Give the player a big pay rise. As soon as Tom Lawrence is the highest paid player in the team on 30k, he's now wanting about 50k. It has gone down to about 45k, but I still can't afford it. The max I can afford is 30k. So he's definitely leaving, unless the agent changes or he decides to change his agent. But yeah, subs are Byrne, Davies, Pritchard, Louis Sibley, Craig Forsyth, Jack Stretton. Is it Jack Stretton? Yes, Jack Stretton. And Josh Coburn. I don't want to do that. Start. And let's get into the game. If it loads. There we go. I was wondering what the sound had gone. Okay, game against Coventry. They're not doing as well as in real life, and hopefully we can progress further. Excuse me, up the table, and get a win. Do well, show how good this tactic is, and all that good stuff. As I will immediately do some encouragement. I've got a highlight with more kick and get, headed away by Solomon, I think. And we've got to be careful here. Lawrence manages to tackle. Good defended by Lawrence. Reaching back to his man. Yeah, he doesn't normally do that in real life. He normally just stays forward. Fagan Walcott gives it to Balick. To Watson. To Maguire. To Jacobs. Can he go on the run? No, he passes it to Ebeselli on the wing. Who messes up a bit, I feel. Hello? Okay, that was a mess. I couldn't hardly commentate all that. There's another cross comes in. Jacobs heads it, but it's blocked. Now Buchanan get a corner. We get a corner. So a good start so far, I'd say. It can get a goal out of this corner. Probably not. It'll probably be end or highlight. Yeah, I'll probably be headed away, passed, crossed, headed away, and that'll be that. Or not. I headed away and that was that. But yeah, we're currently, as you can see, 19th. Quite far ahead of the relegation zone, I'd say. As Tom Lawrence's shot hits the bar, goes out for a goal kick. That was very, very close to being a goal. As Lee Buchanan just hit to a 7 and then went down to 6.9. He's probably the best player on the pitch. Lawrence gets another chance at free kick. He takes it. It's another crossbar hit. That should have been a goal. As his cross is then cleared. And it goes to Buchanan. Solomon. And the play peters out. I think it's peters out. Is it peters out? I don't know. Who knows? I forget. I'm better with words. Even though I'll try and write with words. Yeah. Yeah. Fans, don't let them down. I've got another highlight with Solomon. Gives it to Maguire. Lawrence. Can he cross it in? Gives it to Buchanan, crosses it in. Headed. Another Oh, another bar hit. That's 3 times or 4 times we've... No, I'm pretty sure it's 4 times we've hit the bar this game. Come on, if we lose this, I'll be fuming. And this is the chance they're going to score now, isn't it? Okay, good work by Buchanan then. Knight, Watson, Maguire. Goes to Jacobs. Ebiselli's free on the right wing. Eventually gets to him. He crosses it in. And it's headed in by Tom Lawrence. And we're 1-0 up finally. Tom Lawrence finally gets a goal after hitting the woodwork like 3 times. Or twice or something like that. I know he hit it twice in the free kicks. So yeah. 1-0 up. Good cross by Ebiselli, good header by Lawrence. Defence for Coventry could have been better, but then that's the reason they are so far down the league in the relegation zone. As I think we'll make it our first sub of the game. Michael Jacobs is tired. I'll sub him off for Jack Stretton. I think I'll take. Actually, I think I'll. No. Yeah, I'll put Stretton on at front and probably put Pritchard at right wing. Keep it like that. As we've got another highlight with McFadzean. I think it's McFadzean, I'm not sure. Is it? Yeah, McFadzean. As we could have took something away with that, but apparently not. And now it's in Coventry's hands of the goalkeeper. Kicks it, headed out by Knight to Ebiselli. Ebiselli loses it quite too easily and doesn't tackle, and it apparently just goes out by Bright. Okay, let's make the last sub now. Festi Ebiselli's tired. I'll put Nathan Byrne on. Hopefully he can do good. As I just put my light on. Sorry if my mic went all weird because I was still talking when I was moving away from the mic. Anyway, Watson, Fagan, Walcott, Bielik, Watson again, tackled, and is it going to be a red for Hamer? Yes it is. Gustavo Hamer gets red carded in the 80th odd minute. Hopefully that's the game set, done and matched. Ready, what would you say? I'm messing up words again, I'm terrible. I'm getting out the habit of recording, but even though I've recorded like 4 or 5 times now in the space of 3 days, it takes a while to get into the habit of recording, I feel. Anyway, that was a good result. 1-0 win. Could have been easily 4 or 5, I find. I don't think we're ever in the chance of losing it, but a good result. Takes us to 16th. We are now 15 points away from Coventry, who are 10 points away from the team ahead of them, Blackpool. So it looks like Millwall, Peterborough and Coventry are getting relegated. But yeah, I think we're safe. I do actually think we're safe now. Doesn't say anything. Oh, youth candidates, yeah. Let's go to... We had a youth candidate thing, and these are the players that have been added. It's a new look of the youth development thing, youth candidate thing. So we've got Dave Charles. He's a right wing or striker. He's a really good player. 4.5 star potential ability. Another 4.5 star potential ability is Kai Maguire. He's a centre mid, DM and left back. So he could become good as well. We've also offered contracts to Willis Franklin, who is a goalkeeper. Let me actually click it. Sihan Akgay. He's Turkish nationality, even though he says he's English. He's a right winger, right mid. Leighton Kirk, right back, right wing back, right mid, and centre back. And Stevie Garrett, right wing, left wing, and possibly can be trained as a right mid. And then the other players we've actually offered contracts to is Neil Robertson, who is a right wing back, or can also be played all down the right if he's trained. We've also offered contracts to George Manning, who's a right back, centre back, and Dominic Woodbine, who's a centre back. And apparently, according to this, more people are 3-star potential ability, so I might offer a contract to Joseph Ovaletti. Actually, let's do that now. He's a centre mid, DM, and right winger. Offer him a contract. He just wants a youth contract. I'm fine with that. Probably won't ever get another contract after that, but I think it is good to look forward to the future, considering we about minus 10 million in debt. Yeah, it's now minus 12. It was minus 10 before I started recording. Last time I checked it, so we've lost 2 million within a week. Since I last looked. That is bad. We've got to be careful that we don't go back into administration. If only I had a Tycoon takeover like I've seen in my personal save where I'm playing with Brentford, and Derby have ended up Tycoon takeaway. Tycoon takeaway? Tycoon takeover. Where they tried to sell one of my players for like 1.5 million, even though he's worth like only 100k. I accepted it and he still said no. So I'm kind of unhappy. But yeah, I'll skip ahead now and we shall come back. Let me just check. For the game against Preston, it's going to be a bit while because it's international breaks during that time. But we'll wait a while. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, we're back for the game against Preston. I think it's Preston. Yes, it is Preston. Huzzah! I've just realised through rewatching the little end bit of just what would be for you a second, I really do mess up my words quite a lot. Then you think again, you can't really help it. At least I can't really help it when you have autism, which if you don't know, I have. So yeah, it's pack and parcel. Is that what you say? I don't know. You see, I'm messing up words game. Post parcel, or whatever you say, of having autism. You mess up your words sometimes. Most times, for me at least. Anyway, Kelly Reese in goal, Fagan, Walcott, Balek, Sullivan in defence, all the same defence I think. Baselli, Buchanan, Bird and Chenier, and like the midfield area, well, wing backs as well. Jacobs and Lawrence are the wingers. We've got Stratton up front. Davies, Byrne, Knight, Coburn, Forsyth, Josiak and Sibley are the subs. Let's see how we can do against Preston. I think we're safe. We're not mathematically yet, but I'm pretty sure we were safe now. If we went down now when our points total would technically at this time be top half, is actually stupid. If you're playing the Derby County safe, please tell me how you're doing. Because like, if you're doing really well and you've managed to somehow get past the 12-point deficit, hats off to you, because I can find a lot of people struggling to that. But then people say FM's easy, but sometimes it can't be. As we immediately conceded to Josh Murphy scoring a goal. Let's go a bit demand more. But yeah, it's probably the hardest thing you can do. The hardest thing for this game cycle so far is probably trying to get Derby County into top half, or out of the relegation, or out of the 12 points, or whatever, depending on your play style. I'll be very surprised if you manage to win the league after the 12-point deduction. You basically have to be winning at every single game, and I think the only way you can do that is through safe scoring. Especially with our Derby County side, I really doubt you can do it. Especially if you have transfers on first summer transfer, because then everyone will be sold. I got quite lucky though, to be fair. Only players loaned out, and then people like Eberselli were called back. The second, the 28 days was when stupid Bialik. Bielik, what are you doing? What can we do? I'll keep it like that. No. Drop Selly back, drop Buchanan out, but have them both on support. That could be the team for the remainder of the match. As Roos doesn't like to save, does he? He's brilliant goalkeeper for me so far this season, but yeah, when sometimes most of his goals conceded have literally been crossing in and then Roos going up for it and just completely and utterly missing it. I think this is a loss. As we'll try and fix it. Just Coburn coming to the side, and I will take Buchanan off because I don't want another red card. Could take the other guy on booking as well, but I reckon Buchanan's more likely to get sent off because of how defensive we should be all of a sudden. Okay, Solomon manages to clear. Bielik had a 5.9, is it? No, 5.8. Barely read that red text. I need glasses, by the way, so. But I just haven't been able to go to them because of the whole COVID. I shouldn't say that because you get flagged if you say the COVID thing. You have to say pandemic. But yeah, with the whole pandemic, I've not been able to go in to get my eyes tested, which I really need to do because I can barely read things across the room. Like I can't read what TV scores for football. That's the thing like that. That's how bad my eyes are all of a sudden became. Mostly because of the constant gaming of FM late at night. I wonder if I should sue Miles and SI to say you ruined my eyesight, so I want money compensation. That was such a stupid move, bad move. Well, it would be, you know what I mean. It'd be a DI, beep kind of way. I try and avoid swearing and bad words on this channel, by the way. Keep it family friendly. As nearly conceded the third goal. This game's just gone completely and utterly wrong. We haven't got another sub left, have we? Yes, we have. Probably put Curtis Davis on. Don't want another centre back red carded as Roos manages to save that. And kicks it straight to Coburn, which was a good kick, really. Same Roos has been a mistake for the second goal. Lawrence gives it to Shinny, Forsyth. Solomon, Forsyth again. Shinny, Bird. Eversley could have made a run then. Eversley is open now though, but Bird doesn't want to give it to her. Jacobs might? No. It's too packed now. Now Eversley gets it. When it was too packed for him. Oh, he's got open space now. He can cross it in, which he does. It's nearly a goal by Coburn. If we get a goal, I'll be happy. But 2-0 loss. Can't really complain. Come on, Lawrence. Get another assist. He's our top assist maker this season with like 10 or 12 or something like that. Last time I checked it was 10, but I think he's got some more since then. As we've just been completely cut open there. As what the hell is his name? Bakuzen gives it to Teodicic. I don't know how you pronounce those names. I should know because I watch the Championship a lot, but either way, full time the loss. Hands on hip. I'm not happy. I'll just say that. I'm upset with Bielik. He shouldn't got sent off. Well, it was yellow for a second, but I think if he had left it, Kenny Roos might have got to it and would have a better chance of coming back into this game. 2-0 behind at that time, then 2-0 behind with a 10 men, which happened later on. I will fine him. I won't appeal it, but yeah, loss. Not a good result. It takes us to 18th in the league. We are 15 points ahead of Millwall in 22nd. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left. I think we're safe. We should be safe. Peterborough, I've noticed, are already relegated. Unfortunate for them. Where Forest? Forest 14th. If I didn't have the 12-point deduction, we'd be on 58 points, which would put us in 10th place. So technically we should be ahead of Forest, which makes me happy. So yeah. What else do I want to look at? Let's look at this. So next episode will be the final episode of the season. We'll be coming back for the Blackpool game and the Cardiff game. Hopefully by Blackpool game we would have already got survival, been guaranteed survival and all that stuff. But you never know, we might just go on a constant losing spree and everyone else will go on a constant winning spree. I doubt it though. But anyway, I've been Matthew Olsen and SamuraiHex. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It does help the channel out. Like I said at the start of the episode, the first episode, which is just the only one, that episode that's come out so far, has hit 100 views and 10 odd likes. And I've hit 63, I think, subs at the time of recording. Last time I checked. So it might have gone up, it might have gone down, who knows, since then. So yeah, if you are enjoying this video, like it, sub to the channel as well, hit the bell for push notifications so you never miss an update of when I will upload a video. Also in the description there's a link to my new channel, Hex, which is a picture of, basically my picture of the SamuraiHex logo, but all different colours with a 2 on it, even though it's technically not a second channel, but I'd say it's a second channel. But yeah, that's that. Also in the description is a Discord link. Click that, you'll join a Discord server which is basically a platform for gaming community or friendly community where you'll be able to talk with me and my friends. And also in the link in the descriptions is a Twitch channel where I'm not streaming currently. Going to be streaming on YouTube when I get better internet, hopefully, and get a better setup. And then eventually probably move to Twitch eventually over time. But Twitch is there just in case you want to be the true supporter and follow me every social along with my Twitter there. So Twitch and Twitter are on there. Anyway, I've been Matthew Olsen and SamuraiHex. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.